Good evening. Welcome all of you to another episode of Cinnamonchat with Amitha, Sri Lanka's longest running LinkedIn live talk show. Even though I call it a talk show, sometimes I don't get a guest. I have to run solo because of power cuts and other challenges that the country is going through. Nevertheless, I don't fail to come and see you on every Thursday night at 8:30 p.m. So today is just another beautiful Thursday, and I have been coming and seeing you for 80 weeks, and today it is the episode number 81. And today I don't have a guest, but then I have an important topic to talk about. So, talking about myself, my name is Amita Gamage. For those who are joining NAVE, and I work as a CXO coach or an executive coach, especially loving to coach CEOs, CIOs, basically the C suite. I work very closely with them, and most of my clientele are from other countries. Of course, I have clients from Sri Lanka as well, and of course, senior managers, business owners, and professionals. When they want to reach to their full potential, of course, we work together. And then, other than that, I work as a personal branding strategist. I again help business owners and professionals reach their full potential through properly branding themselves. And most of the time, I get messages from senior leaders sometimes. Hey, Amita, I'm changing my industry. I've been working in this industry for 25 years. And to see my personal brand is in this industry. I want to change that. Or sometimes they say, I've been earning well, and I have built my name in that industry. Now I'm retiring in 2 years' time. And I'm planning to get into consultancy. I want to build my brand. I have to prepare my personal brand to get more clients to do consultancy. So I work with them. Of course, these are medium term engagements. I don't have to build someone's or I don't have to help someone build their personal brand forever. It's a journey. I take them on that journey for a while, and then I let them go on their own when I see that they can take care of their personal brand on their own. I work with B2B brands, especially helping sales teams align themselves, improve themselves, especially with the pandemic. And maybe in Sri Lanka, if you know, the economic and financial crisis that we are going through, a lot of things have changed. So I help B2B industry, especially those professionals in sales, to capture the market, generate leads, and even help them to build their personal brands, generate leads, talk to high net worth individuals, CEOs, and top decision makers. I groom them, and I work with the corporate companies, and then we work together to this transition, this transformation. So those are some of the things that I do. Okay, took about a minute for you to understand what I do. And then apart from that, every Thursday at 8:30 in the night, you can meet me here. And today I took a very important topic to have a discussion with you. You could always help me and comment, and maybe if you know someone who is willing to talk about gratitude, you can share, follow this talk show. And of course, I generally go live on LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. And today I decided, okay, I'm going to go live only on Facebook and LinkedIn. And this show will be edited and posted on YouTube so that you will see that the intro wouldn't be there. It would be more YouTube friendly video. So if you happen to go to my YouTube channel, Amita Gamage, you will find 80 episodes of this talk show. Now, getting back to our topic today, how to practice gratitude. Let's, try and understand what is gratitude, right? What is gratitude? You may know and understand, but may find it difficult to explain. Some people will easily word it out and say, hey, this is gratitude. But some will say, okay, I know what is gratitude, but then, I find it difficult to express about it. So gratitude may have been evolved with human evolution. It's not something that we learn only today. What do you think? Do you think that gratitude, people knew about gratitude 1,000 years ago, 2,500 years ago? maybe 5,000 years ago, when they were apes at the early stages of evolution? What do you think? Do you think that they knew about gratitude? Now, okay, leave that aside. What about the animal world? Have you seen animals showing gratitude? What about your dog? What about your cat? What if you feed a stray dog? What will happen? Do you think that dog would show gratitude next time when you meet that dog? Yes or no? So think about those animals. If you start feeding, looking after those animals, right? I have seen sometimes people rescue animals, elephants. An elephant falling into maybe a large well or a canal, and humans help them. And you have seen how they pay respect and gratitude, how they appreciate it. If you save a squirrel, think about them. So animals do show gratitude. So we have Dilani, who says gratitude is an attitude, of course, and not with everybody. That's why we need to practice gratitude so that eventually it will become an attitude. It's a way of life. Yeah. So animals are best at showing gratitude. Thank you, Dilani. Yes. So if animals show gratitude, it is evident that even humans would have shown gratitude, knew about gratitude long ago. Not now, maybe 5,000 years ago, even as a Homo sapien or whatever, I'm sure they would have known, they would have practiced gratitude to some extent. But then now we have developed so far to this level. So, but then my question is, if animals know how to show gratitude, and then if early humans knew gratitude to show appreciation, how about us today? You think we have evolved to show gratitude today? And if you and I have not been practicing gratitude, what would have happened to us by now? What's going on in your life? Maybe your lack of gratitude or your gratitude is directly responsible for what's happening in your life today. Are you sad? Are you happy? Maybe gratitude would play a role in that. So let's talk about it a little bit more. Now, gratitude is one of many positive emotions. There are a lot of positive emotions, and gratitude is one such emotion. Your emotions, you feel sad, and then you feel this gratefulness. It's about focusing on what's good in our lives and being thankful for the things we have. And then if you look at today's world, this is one of the things that people forget. People forget to thank for what they have, for what they have received. So ideally, gratitude is about focusing on what's good in our lives and being thankful for the things we have. So it is always a balance. Or you have good and bad in life. You have good experience on a given day, and you may also have bad experiences. But where are you focusing? If you are focusing on the bad, that means you are losing the focus on gratitude. Gratitude is pausing and noticing and appreciating the things we often take for granted. Like, when is the last time you thanked the earth? When did you thank the air we breathe? I'm so grateful I have electricity at this moment. I'm sure maybe a portion of this country has no electricity, and I have it right now. So I'm so thankful that I have electricity. I have you watching this. I can see around 20 are at this moment watching this show. I'm so grateful that you are here. You are here to help me. You are here to listen, comment, share. So I'm grateful for it. I'm sure there are so many who are thinking, okay, I also want to start a LinkedIn Live, but I don't know how to do it. Or maybe I'm lazy to do it. Maybe I don't have the knowledge or the technology to do it. But here I am. I'm doing it. So I'm so grateful to the technology, to electricity, to this environment, and to all of you for being here. We have another friend commenting, Shaman. Hi, Shaman. Thank you very much for coming and joining and commenting. Good evening to you. So we are talking about gratitude today. How to practice gratitude. See, I just practice gratitude. I'm thankful to all of you. I'm thankful to everybody who supported me, because I have done this for 81 weeks, 81 episodes. I'm sure I would have had maybe around 70, 74 guests. Rest, I went all by myself. So I'm so grateful I was not sick today, that I have electricity today. So that's about practicing gratitude. That's one way of doing it. So, focusing on what's good in your life. You may feel grateful for receiving a gift, but that is momentary. You will say, hey, Amita, whenever I receive a gift, whenever somebody helps me, I say thank you. That is me being grateful. Of course, that's you being grateful, but that's momentary. You are being grateful and thankful at that moment. Is that enough? How about the 30 minutes after receiving the gift? What do you feel? So, when we talk about practicing gratitude, yes, you can start with practicing it on a momentary basis. Somebody would give you something, maybe there's someone who is making tea for you, and he or she might give you the cup of tea, and you say, thank you so much. And not just saying thank you for the sake of saying thank you, but you will say it from the bottom of your heart. But then, would you be thankful only if you receive something? That's not true gratefulness. Being grateful is more deeper than that. So let's talk about it. If you have experience, or if you are practicing gratitude, you could comment what's your experience, and if you know anyone who is deeply practicing gratitude, what have they received because they practice gratitude? You can comment here. Maybe if you know someone who is practicing gratitude on a daily basis, a very happy person, kind person, helping everybody and being thankful irrespective of the situation that they are going through. I know a particular lady who is going through cancer, and then she's almost recovering, and I read all what she writes on Facebook, and all what I see is gratitude, gratitude and gratitude and gratitude. She thanks the doctors, the nurses, the medicine. Like, whenever she gets a note from somebody, she thanked them, and it's a profile full of gratitude. Now, you being a cancer patient, it's not so easy to be grateful. I mean, obviously you will feel like, oh God, why me? But amazing character. I'm learning by going through her profile, reading her messages. I wish her speedy recovery, because she is someone who practices gratitude while being a cancer patient. So when I look at her life, sometimes I myself realize, oh, what am I doing? Am I thankful enough? Or am I taking things for granted? This lady, being a cancer patient, still being thankful to every single thing. Whenever she gets a card wishing her speedy recovery, she takes a photo and say, thank you very much for sending, your blessings are helping me. Amazing spirit. So we have Buddhi. Hi Buddhi. Gratitude makes sense of our past and create a vision for tomorrow. Yes, of course. It can help us look at our past, and then if you are a grateful person, it can also create a better future for you, because you could also attract people with right kind of mindset. You could attract help, kindness around you, because what you give out is kindness, happiness, thankfulness. So what you give, you get back. When you say thank you to somebody, that person feels so emotionally happy, fulfilled, because someone else is appreciating. Okay, uh, I was given a fine by city traffic yesterday, and then that was after maybe 15 years. Uh, After 15 years, I was given a fine because I cut a line. I knew I was doing it, and then, of course, there was a police officer in front of me. He stopped me and he asked me, "Do you know what you did?" I said, "Yes, I accept my fault." So I was given a fine. So I had to go to city traffic today in Colombo, Peta. It's not easy. Finding a parking place, and then going to the post office, getting it. And then I had a very nice conversation with the traffic police officer who was giving me the ticket and all that. And I was, and originally my driving license says that I'm from Bandaravela, and so he said, I'm from Valimada. So Valimada and Bandaravela are two close cities in upcountry. So I was like, okay, so how often do you go? So we had this beautiful conversation for about 5 minutes, and we greeted each other, and then I came home. So it was a great experience. I mean, I'm happy that I have given a particular amount for the government. Yeah. So this is how things do happen. So now I could have thought, oh my God, what did I do? I mean, actually, I made that mistake while trying to look for the lady who gives me a parking ticket. Like, I couldn't find her. So uh, in a bit of a hurry, it was a bit of a wrong move. And then eventually I found, I paid my parking ticket, and then it was a fantastic experience. And the parking lady was telling me, hey, I'm so sorry about what happened. I said, yeah, it's okay, I made a mistake, and then here I'm being punished for the mistake that I have done. I shouldn't do that as a responsible citizen, someone who is, it's 15 years. So I couldn't, I had to go back and forth 2 times because I have forgotten the procedure. And there was uh, how come that you have forgotten the procedure? I said, for 15 years I was not getting a ticket. Uh, so what I'm telling you is, now look at the way I'm looking at that incident. That's, my friend, being grateful, having gratitude about life. So I was telling my wife, maybe there is a reason why I got that ticket. So because of that fine, today I had to adjust my daytime schedule. So maybe I was avoiding something, and I met a nice human being, and then it was so, you tend to, it's very rarely you will say good thing about a police officer, but then I was taken care of. I had the best experience when it comes to customer care. That's what you want. So I was thinking to myself, how lucky I am. Here I switch on my air conditioning in my car, and then I go on the road, no smoke, no dust. Imagine those police officers standing, this part of the world, it's not automated. We run with human power. They are standing and controlling traffic. And then I'm sure by the age of 50, they must be facing a lot of health related, lung related diseases, maybe, because they breathe in carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, dust, you name it. You come to PETA, you will realize it. Right? So I was so grateful. So everything that I enjoy compared to those police officers who are doing a great job out there. So that is being grateful. So what are you grateful today for? Are you grateful for something today? Okay, let's say hi to few. Hi, Tamit. Thank you for joining. And we have Vijita. She's saying, can't believe, maybe she's referring to my ticket. And she's, gratitude shows the inner value of the person. If you don't have gratitude, you will not be succeeded. 100%. As one of the top female sales coach in the country, especially representing the financial industry, she knows the value of gratitude. You being grateful to your clients, the people who are giving you business. So I agree with Vijita, someone who probably, practicing it day in, day out. So let's move on with the rest of the points that we need to talk about. Now, what about the roots of gratitude? Where is it coming from? I am sure it's in our DNA. If our ancestors had gratitude in their daily routine, if they were helping each other, if they were grateful to each other, that means it's in our DNA, it's in our blood. The only challenge would be, are you taking a deliberate effort to practice gratitude? Now, children develop gratitude without having to be told or taught. You don't have to tell children. They easily catch up on, if the parents are grateful people, if they hear that parents say thank you whenever they receive something, If they see that the parents are grateful, naturally they develop it. Or else you will have to simply introduce the concept. So we were talking about children develop gratitude so easily if they see it from the parents. If they see it in the school, they develop it. And it's in our DNA. So if it is already in your DNA, in my DNA, what are we doing to take it out, shine it? So looking at the roots of gratefulness, gratitude, the religion, cultural influences, and parenting styles, all these things positively contribute to develop gratitude in us. So look at yourself, ask yourself, like, whether it is Christianity, Buddhism, or Islam, I think all the religions teach us to be grateful. Me being a Buddhist, I know it. How Lord Buddha has preached in many instances how you could practice gratitude. So if it is in our DNA, if we have learned from parents, and our religious and cultural backgrounds teach us to be grateful. So what's stopping us? What's the challenge? Why is it so difficult for you to be grateful? Right? So before I talk about how to practice gratitude, let's look at some of the benefits of gratitude. If you are being grateful, what kind of benefits can you receive? Now, in positive psychology, they have done research. Gratitude is strongly and consistently associated with happiness. If you are a person who is grateful, who is thankful, if you are a person who appreciates everything around you, there's a great possibility that you are a happy person. That person is a happy person. So gratitude helps people feel more positive emotions. Then they relish good experiences. It also could improve their health, right? They will be able to deal with maybe little adversities, challenges on a daily basis, because you are happy and you only look at positive experiences that you have received. I told you I got a ticket, I was fined, I could have complained about the entire police department, the government, I could have blamed everybody, and I could have had a very bad day. Instead, I went about my day, had a great, I was doing a session at one of the government universities for undergraduates. I did a 2 hour uh, session on social networking and leadership, and I was on my way to the university when I was fined. So I just kept it as it is, went about my daily life happily, and today I went to the police station and completed the process. So, as I told you, gratitude increases happiness. It helps people feel happier and experience positive emotions. So, when you focus your mind on things that make you feel grateful and happy, that will improve your happiness. You will be more happy. You will be happier. More positive things will follow. And then you will always look for things to appreciate. Now, what are the things people could complain? The government, the weather, the road, the traffic. I mean, you will literally can find something to complain. Now, these days, okay, the rain. There's less rain. I'm sorry, there's less sunshine. There's more rain these days. So your clothes are wet. It's difficult. Going to your work is tough. But then you can also look at the positive side of it. The number of hours that they cut electricity has come down because the reservoirs are. So there's always the positive side of it. And being grateful is about practicing yourself to see that there is a positive side to it. So another benefit, it reduces depression. Verbally expressing or silently reflecting on gratitude decrease depression. And once when your depression is low, or when you are not developing depression because you are happy, you are relaxed, it helps to build good relationships with other human beings who are around. You will go and say good morning to somebody with a very happy face, because deep down you are happy because you are grateful for everything. Also, when you have less anxiety and depression, it strengthens your ability to face a difficult situation. Every day there could be difficult situations. Right? Maybe something bad is happening at office. Like there could be a lot of things. So your emotional health is very important. So when you are grateful, when you are appreciative of the things, even when there is adversity, it will not negatively affect your emotional health. You are going to be facing it positively. So it can help give you emotional strength and resilience to face an adversity. That's another benefit. And then all these things will lead to good sleep, less anxiety, less stress, and good sleep. What will happen to your physical health? It will improve, it will better your physical health. So it will also help you improve your immune system. Think about it. It can improve your immune system. So you are less prone to these diseases. It could be even cough and cold. But if you are a person who has gratitude, you don't catch a cold easily. Your immune system is functioning better because you sleep better. You have less anxiety, less depression, or no depression, and you're happy and grateful. And then your relationships, because the people who are around you can never hear you complain. They will always hear that you speak good things. You only talk about positive things, that you have received, not the things that you have not received as an individual. Now that builds great relationships. People are willing to be with you if you are a person who spread positivity, who is appreciating the education that you received, whatever the things that your parents have done. That's your gratitude. Now it could also help you to build a community around you. People who are focused on gratitude are inspired to give back, support their community in a very positive way. So, if you think that cultivating gratitude is only helping you, you're wrong, my friend. It is helping the society. It is helping the very office that you are working, your colleagues. So there's a social benefit. Yes, there's an individual benefit. There's a social benefit. The society is grateful and happy because the society is made up of you and me. You are grateful, I'm grateful. So we would be like the Japanese society, where they appreciate everything. They're thankful for everything. Imagine when you live in a society, in a family, in an office like that, where everybody appreciate everything. What happens? You will start living in abundance. You will start living in abundance. So if gratitude has so much of benefits, what can we do to practice gratitude? Yes, you can say thank you when you receive something, but that's momentary. How can we build it into our system, into our lives, into our day-to-day work, into our relationships, everything? What can we do? So let's look at some tips. Some of these things I do, and different people do different things. And I'm also suggesting some things that I don't do, but then I could always do. So number one, keeping a gratitude journal. This I have done when my two kids were small. Every year I give them two books and I tell them that you got to write something that you appreciate on a daily basis. So sometimes, I can remember, I never bring ice cream home. We would have an ice cream only when we go out. I don't bring ice cream to our home. So sometimes I bring ice cream. Sometimes. Then what happens? I remember my younger son writing in the gratitude journal, we received ice cream today and I'm very appreciative of it. I mean, I appreciate that we receive ice cream. So now sometimes somebody would wonder, oh, come on, receiving an ice cream, is it something that you have to be thankful? Do you have to be grateful for that? Yes, little things matter. You start with small things, and best thing would be there are beautiful journals today. You can actually start with if you have Microsoft Word, you can start with that. If you have Google Docs, you can start with a Google Doc and keep it in the cloud. Gratitude journal, write every day about things that you are thankful of, grateful of. Or you can take a notebook, keep it separately only to write great things. Like, okay, I met a client today. I'm grateful that I had 3 meals. I'm grateful that I took the bus and I went to office on time. You can always find little things, right? My health was at peak today, right? So, okay, Fasir, thanks, Fasir. Fasir says tiny things makes huge changes. Yeah. Sometimes we take these tiny things for granted. We get our cup of tea every day, and then we just don't even look at the person who is serving tea and we say thank you. That's it. It's so robotic. Like there's no meaning, there's no depth. But then being grateful is something else, something more meaningful, something more deeper. That's how you practice gratitude. What else can you do? Recognize each day as a gift. Not only on Friday where you say thank God it's Friday. I know some of you appreciate Friday, right? That's very unfair, right? So only Friday is great. Your gratitude is therefore only Fridays. Like, you're grateful. Thank God it's Friday. Now, what about Monday? So I would recommend you say, thank God it's Monday, thank God it's Tuesday, thank God it's Wednesday, thank God it's Thursday, and thank God it's Friday. Yeah, why not? Thank God it is Saturday. So you have to take every day as a new day and appreciate it, not only the Friday. So enjoy the beauty of nature. Now, if you are taking a walk, you go for a jog, call it a gratitude walk or call it a gratitude jog, right? Maybe your wife would ask you, are you going for or your husband would, your partner, your girlfriend, boyfriend would ask you, hey, are you taking a walk today? Yes, I'm taking a gratitude walk today. While walking, I'm going to think about all the things that I should be grateful of. So it's going to be a gratitude walk. And that very walk, if you could take, close to the nature, maybe near a paddy field, near a jungle, near a lake. Wow, you're actually getting energy from two sides. That's from you because you are grateful. Then the nature hears you, nature sees you being grateful. Okay, here comes another human being. And at this moment, the energy is positive because the person is thinking about all the good things. So we talked about having a gratitude journal, recognize each day as a gift, enjoy the beauty of nature by taking a gratitude. And other thing is, we talked about this, compliment others on a daily basis. Now, if you ask me, I'm a LinkedIn fan, right? I get to see sometimes, someone is celebrating birthday. Of course, birthdays come and go. But more than that, whenever I see that someone is promoted, someone has taken a new role, I try my level best to congratulate each and every person for that achievement. You have been promoted. And I should be able to appreciate that. I could recall my corporate life. I was working in the corporate world. I can remember, I was getting my promotions. I can't remember who celebrated it, who wished me. But of course, there were people who said, hey, Amita, congratulations. But other than that, why can't we celebrate that? Someone is progressing, someone is growing. So I make sure that every day at least I congratulate minimum 10 people for their achievements. Maybe they are total strangers. I don't care who it is, whether it's a stranger, whether it's someone whom I associate so closely. At least, maybe sometime you might see 25 people getting, graduated, or maybe they are getting promoted. I may not be able to congratulate each and every person. Right? It could be a little overwhelming. But what if I can congratulate 10 people every day, right? So we have a comment from Dilani. We can call a gratitude walk a serotonin walk as well. Yes, definitely yes. So all these uh, great hormones that are associated with all the positive things would start flowing. Your energy is great when you take a gratitude walk. Yeah. And what else? What are the other benefits? Oh, sorry. What are the other things you could do to practice? Now, compliments others daily and vow not to complain. Okay, let's do this. I'm not going to complain about anything for 7 days. That could be a vow that you could take. You promise yourself for next 7 days I'm not going to complain about the government, the weather, the road, the traffic, whatnot, income, the inflation. For 7 days I'm going to do it. And then you can think, okay, after 7 days, I'm going to extend it for 14 days. For another 7 days, total 14 days. I'm not going to complain. So I'm actually giving you this as a, if you haven't done this before, my recommendation is try this. It works, right? Okay, we have a comment from Vijita. You should celebrate your own achievements, even a small thing like you were appreciated by your customers or your superiors. Of course, yes. And then you could be grateful for them being so appreciative of you. Definitely, yes. Right? I agree with you. So try not complaining for 7 days, 14 days, and 21 days. See what could happen to your life. Right? That's another thing that you could do. And then the other thing is thank people for their service. The garbage collector. Sometimes you take it for granted. Hey, that's the responsibility of the local government. Yes, but those very people, you might still say, look, they are getting the salary for that. Yes, but then what if they stop working for 1 week? You and I are dead. Yeah. So they are coming and say, smile with them and say, thank you very much, genuinely, for helping us. Right? As I went and appreciated the service of a police officer, why not we appreciate the gentleman who comes and collects our garbage, the person who makes your daily tea? So start thanking people for their service. Maybe you would have thanked already, maybe you are thanking them daily basis, but maybe without having to have a deeper sense of appreciation. Maybe just your words, thank you, that's it, right? And then count your blessings. If you could write just 20 things that you are grateful in life, and then paste that paper in front of you on a wall, on a cupboard or somewhere. Just 20 things that you are grateful. Maybe your education, your parents, I don't know, whatever, 20 things. So each time you open your mouth to complain, you suddenly see, oh, I have many things to practice gratitude. I have many things to be grateful. I can appreciate about 20 things. So you're going to look at life completely differently. I know you can listen to this and then some of you, if you are not doing it, you can go back, okay, maybe Amitha is not doing it. No, I do most of them, right? I just told you what happened to me at the police station. So what if you have children? You can ask them to develop gratitude by way of doing some simple things. Give them a gratitude journal, old diary, a notebook. Ask them to write one thing every day and then ask them to show you, right? Maybe they have to thank for a good meal, the pizza that they receive, right? The nature, the people, the roof above your head. It's raining and we are not getting wet. So ask them to thank 3 things. Ask them to thank 3 people. Ask them to start maintaining the gratitude journal. And then you can even thank the meals, right? Grace before a meal, right? Posing in gratitude before eating doesn't have to be religious. Yeah, I know, some religions practice that, but it doesn't have to be religious. Anybody can practice. At least we should have the decency to say thank you to the person who cooked the meal. It could be your partner, it could be your parent. How many times we appreciate? But then if the taste is not good, we would always make sure to complain. Hey, look, it's too salty today. It's too spicy today. What about the other days? Are you supposed to appreciate only when the food is tasty? What about the effort and time in making the food? Don't you want to appreciate that? You try doing that by yourself and then you will realize, oh my God, this person is doing a great job. So everything that is happening around us, you can always find a reason to be grateful. You can always find a reason to appreciate someone, appreciate something. So, life will start becoming better if you start practicing gratitude. So today we spoke about what is gratitude, the DNA, the root of gratitude. We looked at how even animals are grateful, how animals practice gratitude, like the dogs. If you feed a stray dog for 3 days or even one meal, see how an animal would, repay you back. So that's gratitude. So if animals do that, if humans have done it for so long, what's stopping you and me to practice gratitude today? So we looked at the benefits of gratitude, so many benefits, and it's not only individual benefits, but there are benefits to the society, everybody around us. So we would be like the Japanese society, full of gratitude. And then we looked at the kind of things that we could do to practice gratitude. If you want, I can, give you a glimpse of what we discussed, like keep a gratitude journal, recognize each day as a gift, not only Friday, enjoy the beauty of nature, gratitude walk, and then compliment others daily, those who deserve a compliment. Vow not to complain for 7 days, 14 days, and 21 days. And then you might decide whether to practice it forever. Thank people for their service, including the garbage collector, the person who makes tea, right? Count your blessings, write it down, have the list in front of you, right? Okay, something else that I have seen people do, they create a gratitude jar. There's an empty jar in front of you, and there are some tiny pieces of paper cut and kept nicely. Every day you write something that you are great, and then you roll it and put it in the gratitude jar. And let's say after 3 months, maybe your gratitude jar is full. And if you have a hard day, let's say that you have a hard day, a difficult day, you got scolded from a customer, or you from your boss, or you are going through uh, a bad time, bad period in your relationship, you take that gratitude jar, just take a handful of notes from the gratitude jar, read something that you have already written. So maybe you have been grateful for something 2 months ago, 14 days ago, and then you will feel so comfortable and happy. And then you will realize what's happening to me right now at this moment is not so difficult. I can face it. It could be an income related situation, it could be a relationship related situation. You will overcome them. You will find the strength, you will find the solution within this gratitude notes inside the gratitude jar. So that's something else that you could do. So today it's the episode number 81 of my LinkedIn Live talk show. And I'm so grateful, and I appreciate you so much for coming and commenting, sharing this, giving your ideas, encouraging me. And I'm trying my level best to give you more meaning on a daily basis, rather a weekly basis. So thank you very much for joining today. My gratitude, and we should meet again on next Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Until such time, stay safe, practice gratitude. Thank you and good night.